Good evening, everyone. Today is Thursday, July 16th at approximately 7:45 p.m. I figured today I would go over my ESP test kit and the content that I was able to assemble and put together for various different ways to test your intuitive abilities. Anyone could put something like this together. It's very easy, very simple, and it doesn't cost a lot of money. I think this entire kit probably cost me approximately $35 on an average, and it'll last for a long time. We will be using this in the classes when we start teaching the classes, intermittently doing roundtable interviews or roundtable testing. One of the things that I put together was a Scrabble pieces. Now the Scrabble pieces come in alphabetical letters. So the alphabetical letters, if you put them in a bag, you have the entire alphabet that you can select from and not really know. So when you reach your hand into the bag full of chips, before you pull the chip out of the bag, you tell everyone at the table what it is that you're feeling. Now, if you're really good, you can feel the figure or the shape, get the hiccups, on the chip. But a lot of people don't have that sensitivity in their fingers and or perceive that that's what it is. But that's a good way to test your ability with several different individuals and have fun at it. So what I did was the rack that you put your chips in, I cut the racks in half. So I can now have 6 people at a round table doing the same thing, testing each other in class or in a seminar or at home, just because you want to work with it. The more you work with your mental abilities, the stronger they're going to be. One of the other things that I came up with was colored marbles. Now you can test your color sensitivity, either black or yellow or white or blue or red or green. Once again, you put those into a bag, you shake them all up, you mix them all up, and then you reach into the bag, and before you reach in the bag, you say, this is the color that I'm going to pull out. I want to pull out a blue one. So if I reach in the bag and I'm feeling the marbles, feel that color blue in your sensitivity. Find that color blue before you pull your hand out of the bag with the marble in your hand. If you do, you get to keep the marble. If you don't select the right color, you put the marbles back in the bag and you keep going until someone or a cumulative everyone picks the marbles. The other one that I have is so that you can test your sense of direction. If you close your eyes or you put a bandana over your eyes or blinder over your eyes and you turn in circles and somebody stops you, you can see what direction you're facing. But the thing is you should perceive the direction that you're facing before you use the compass. And hopefully you will be correct. So you can test your sensitivity to colors. You can test your sensitivity to directions. And another way you can test colors is with playing cards. Now these playing cards, they have shapes and they have colors. Shapes and colors. Shapes and colors. Shapes and colors. So something like this, you can say, well, I see yellow dots, or I see green stars. Well, what else do you see? Do you see a soda glass, or do you see a bottle of milk with maybe juice in it? Different color. So that's one way, or another way you can test your colors and your perception in regards to shapes. Now this can be done also in remote viewing. Now this test kit is based on a governmental CIA training class dating back to the early 1960s. And the only reason I say that is because, number one, it's been declassified, and number two, it's public knowledge, and number three, it's all over the internet. So I'm not letting out any specific top secret information that is not already public knowledge. The other playing cards I also have is colors and numbers. More colors, more numbers, more colors, more numbers. And so that's another way. If you're doing this with a partner, and your partner is either one in another state, in another town, across the room, in another room in the house, you can say, what am I seeing? What am I seeing? What color am I seeing? And the other person should perceive or receive or intuitively see through remote viewing what it is that you're seeing. So you can do this in a round table with friends and family as a game, or a way to increase your mental intuitive abilities. Another item that I had found was alphabets. Various different alphabets, various different letters, various different shapes, various different numbers. You can shuffle these like you do a normal deck of playing cards, and you can interblend the numbers in with the letters. These blank cards, I'm going to take various different pictures out of magazines, cut them out, tape them onto the playing card, and now you have various different shapes, whether it be structures or mountains or airplanes or trains or cars or bicycles or kids or dogs or cats. That's what I'm going to do with the blank ones. I just have not done that yet. The other ones that I have is a normal deck of playing cards. Some of you may like to go up and gamble, or go up to the casino, or play blackjack or 21, and you can see and perceive what it is that's in the hand. If you're good enough, you can select them, and if you're really good, you can count. But then again, counting cards is, I believe, against the law, and casinos really don't like that. So I just use my gut instinct when I'm playing 21. If and when I ever go back up, I haven't done it in like 15 years now. So, and also, I'm trying to keep this video to approximately 15 minutes, so it's 9 minutes now, so I got approximately 6 minutes left. I have a compass, which is also where you can test your northeast, south, and west, like I did with the other compass. You can put a blindfold on, someone can spin you around, and they know exactly what direction you're facing. So if you're able to perceive and feel the direction you're facing, and you match with the compass, that's very good. Keep up with the perception of north, east, south, and west and where you are at any one period of time, because anything can happen at any time. The other thing is I have the earth, wind, fire, and water, basic elements of earth. I have the matches that represent fire. I had a cylinder which leaked the water out, and so I have to redo this and then make sure that it's like hermetically sealed. That one had the water in it. This one had earth in it, and this one has a pendulum. We can get into doing pendulum work at a later date in regards to how to use it and how to hold it and how not to fool yourself. This is all natural. This is gold leaf. This is a crystal, and it's supposed to, the stones in the front of it are supposed to be also all natural stone. The chain is 925 silver. So once you learn how to use a pendulum and how you use it and why you use it, whether it be no or yes or left or right, without moving your hand, you're able to make the pendulum move by itself. No one can stay perfectly still, but only you are going to know if you're making it swing or not. So the best thing if you're working with pendulums is not to try to lie to yourself, because only you know whether or not you're right or wrong, or whether or not the pendulum is actually telling you what to do. I've used pendulums for probably 35 years, and they're great in finding lost rings, lost watches, lost earrings, lost jewelry. The other thing I have is a tarot card set. I found that I was surprised, at one of the thrift stores for only $3.99, I think it was. They had it in their display case because they didn't want anybody to steal it. Once again, it has various different shapes for those of you that do not know tarot cards. Various different shapes mean various different items, mean various different things, whether it's right side up or whether it's right side upside down, also means something else. And whether or not this is a 9. So if you look at the stars, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So usually the number up here will relate to one of the symbols. They have many different books on it, very many different programs on the computer, a lot of different videos in regards to how to do the readings with the tarot cards. I don't use tarot cards because I find that I don't need it anymore. It's just another tool, and sooner or later, if you don't have a tool, you can't fix the problem. Can't fix something with no tools. Another thing that I have is a thermometer. So many different places, you'll go to various different places and it'll be cold or it'll be hot. You know, if you're sitting in class and I ask you, what is the temperature right here where you're sitting, and you say, I don't know. Well, use your feelings, use your sensitivity, use your intuition, and get used to feeling different temperatures and checking different temperatures to verify whether or not you're right or wrong. If you say it's 79 degrees, well, that's pretty close, because that's like 80 degrees. So some meeting halls, some conference centers are really cold. Some are really hot during the summer months. So with that being said, please, if you like the video, please like it, share it, subscribe, and if you have any concerns or interests that I haven't touched on here or in any of my videos, please send us a comment. We'll look at the comment, we'll analyze it, we'll do our best to come up with the proper answer for you, and we will respond back to you as soon as possible. And with that being said, thank you very much for viewing. Have a blessed day. Have a blessed weekend, because today's Thursday and Friday's coming up right around the corner. And so have a good day. Please like, share, and comment, and subscribe.